Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It is currently, let's see, it is currently 5:52 p.m. and I am rushing to get things done because Alex is working, and then when he gets done working, he is going to do his hot yoga, and then he's going to slide by and pick me up in time to get to Tanya's by about 7:15 so that we can go get coffee and get to our meeting in time. So, oh, look, little Boo Radley just came up to join me. You want to say hi to everybody? He said, well, I would love to. Hi, Boo Radley. He just went outside not too long ago, and then, did you just get your dinner? You didn't want any dinner? I just fed him his dinner down in his house. He said, I don't know what's going on up here. I heard you talking to people. But you didn't come up here while I was filming my drama video. He said, it's different, Dad. I can tell when you're talking to those vlogger people. The vloggerinos? He said, yeah, I can tell when you're talking to those vloggerinos, Dad. So anyway, I'm rushing to get stuff done because, let me open my Liquid Death water. I was waiting today. Well, I didn't even think I was going to film a drama video, honestly. I slept in a little bit today because I ended up watching 7 episodes of Truth Be Told with Octavia Spencer last night. Oh, hold on a second. I need to start uploading this video. I watched 7 episodes with Octavia Spencer last night. The second season on Apple TV. You guys, that show is like incredible. And I'm kind of sad because I have the final episode to watch of season 2, and then I have I have 1 episode of season 3, and the second episode comes out on Friday, and then they will release 1 episode a week, you know how they do that. So then I'm caught up with that show, and then I think I'm gonna go back and start watching Fear the Walking Dead. I looked it up last night, and the 8th season comes back out May 14th, and I know that's like a really long way away. It's actually the day that my mom passed away. I know that's a really long way away, but I am on, I think season 3, like season 3, episode 3, or season 4, episode 3 or something. I'm like really, I have a long way to go. So I have to go back and start watching that. I also want to watch Little Fires Everywhere, because Alex just watched it and finished it. Well, he started watching it Sunday and he finished it yesterday. So I want to watch that. There's a bunch of shows that I want to watch. I just love watching TV shows so much. I get into them and I just get so excited and then I can't stop watching. It's like last night, I was like binge watching that show and I just was like so happy. Now tonight we are, hold on just a second. Tonight we are supposed to have a winter storm. It is supposed to start sometime, like late tonight. They said like 8 o'clock, but like on the radar it looks like 10 o'clock or something like that. It's supposed to start like late tonight, and then it's supposed to go into the morning, but then it's supposed to kind of taper off, and then I guess it's supposed to go from like 8 or 10 until like 2, and then taper off, and then pick back up again at like 8 a.m. in the morning, which is when everybody's going to be going to work. It'll be interesting to see like if there's school cancellations and stuff tomorrow. So we're supposed to get, I saw like different things. I saw 1 to 2 inches. I saw 4 to 6 inches. I saw 6 to 8 inches. So it'll be interesting to see ultimately how much snow we get. I'm here for it. I'm here for the snow. I love the snow. I think it's so pretty. And so yeah, so I'm getting this stuff done. So I got up today and I was waiting for this Amazon, which my boxes are right there, stuff to be sent for the bedding, because I wanted to like look through it and see if I had like, you know, wanted to wash the sheets and stuff like that to put on the bed, the new bedding, because I was going to do that video for my Peter Does Stuff channel. But it came too late in the day. It came at like 4:30 and I was like, this is like, I can't get this stuff done in time to be ready for the meeting. So I was like, okay, which videos? I'm not going to do a Peter Does Stuff video. I didn't have anything to review today. I do think I'm going to review season 1 and season 2 of Truth Be Told once I finish it on my review channel, just to kind of talk about it. I don't know that I'll do like a spoiler one, but we'll see. And then I am That's tomorrow, and then I have nothing to do tomorrow night. Alex said he didn't really have any plans this week, so I don't know if he has dinner plans or not. So, and I don't know if he'll even end up going into work tomorrow if the weather's bad. So I'll do a Peterisms video, I'll do a review video on that, because I'm sure I'll finish that show tonight. I'll do the sheets tomorrow. I have a drama video that I already want to do for tomorrow, so that's 4 videos. My vlog, that's 5. And then I have like 5 or 6 like booktube videos that I want to film. Oh, and I just picked my February book for Peter's Book Club. And Mel and I have been going kind of back and forth over which book we're going to pick for February. So I'll be making those announcements sometime this week on my booktube channel. So yeah, so there's that, and, but I've got to get all this stuff up and done. That's why I'm sitting at the computer, because I'm going to be making a thumbnail here in just a second. Hold on. Alex just texted me. So, so he's done at 6:45 this class, and he's going to come and pick me up, which will be like 6:55, so I can't, oh shoot. I got to get off here real quick, because Tanya's calling me. Hold on just a second. Okay, I was just answering it because I was like, if I do this whole vlog and I do it short, and then Tanya ends up saying that she's not going because she's been too busy today or something like that, then I'll have like done like this short vlog and whatever. But no, she was like, so you're gonna be over here at like 7:15? And I was like, yeah. So I was like, she's like, are you vlogging right now? I was like, yep, I'm vlogging right now. So anyway, so yeah, so that's that. Filmed these videos and just did some stuff around the house and made the bed, and still have not taken down the Christmas tree. Look at this. That's my plan. That's my big plan tomorrow, is take the Christmas trees down on the 25th of January during the winter storm, and get the new bedding all ready and up and everything like that on the bed. Oh man. So anyway, yeah, so that's that. But tonight, like, I have to start getting ready here at about 20 after 6. Because I need to like trim my beard, and I need to shave, and I need to take a shower and all that kind of stuff. And I need to be ready by about 6:50 for Alex to pull in and pick me up. So where is this video? Why is it taking me so long to upload? So yeah, so right now I am going to make a thumbnail. I was thinking about something earlier before like I get into this. I don't even know, like, well, I was thinking about, what was I thinking about? I don't even know. I was thinking about like makeup and like, I was thinking about like I know what I was thinking about. Okay. So I was putting up my ring light and stuff like that. And I was thinking about getting all the stuff that I had to do. And I was like, okay, I want to vlog, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I was like, I wish I could just snap. Look, this is one of my big wishes. I know this is so silly, but I wish I could just snap my fingers and be ready to go somewhere. Like, I just don't love, like, having to do everything to get ready and all that kind of stuff, you know? But I was thinking, you know, like, for me, it's pretty easy. I just throw on a t-shirt or a hoodie and a hat, and I'm like, even though my hair looks bad all the time, and I'm like ready to go, right? Unless we're going somewhere nice, and then I have to do my hair and all that kind of stuff. But typically, I mean, it doesn't take me that long. I can be ready in 20 to 30 minutes, you know, pretty easily. And that's if, honestly, like if I take kind of a longer shower and whatever. So, and I was thinking about it in relation to like my mom. I don't know why, but I remember when I was a kid, and my mom used to use those steam rollers. Do you guys remember those? And it was like a set of steam rollers that you should put water in the bottom of them. I know people out there, like, do people still use these? I don't even know. And, but it was like this thing, and then it had like these plastic white rollers on them. And then it had water in the bottom of them. This was, my mom's hair was like this length, maybe, yeah, about that length, maybe longer. And so she would curl them up to about this length, and then she would put, it was like a metal stick, metal kind of like U, and she would like, and it would like hook, right? I was kind of like obsessed with these things. I thought these things were so cool. And I remember my mom, like while she was getting ready, like my mom's attitude was always, when I was younger, as I got older, she didn't feel this way so much, but when I was younger, she would say, we just get ready for the day, and then if something comes up, then we're ready to go. That was kind of her attitude. So, like in the morning, like, you know, she would, you know, say like, okay, like shower or take a bath and get dressed, and then we're ready for the day. And then if something comes up and somebody calls us and asks us to do something, or if we have something to do, then we're ready to go. So my mom, like a lot, when I was younger, I can remember her like steamrolling her hair on a pretty regular basis. My mom was never somebody that wore a lot of makeup. She just wasn't. She would wear eyeliner and she would wear lipstick. She always wore, oh shoot, am I gonna be able to remember it? It was this Clinique. She wore the same, Salmon Ice was the color, Salmon Ice. I should look it up and see if they still have it. That would be so crazy. Clinique. Salmon Ice. It came in like a little like green. Oh, they changed everything. About Strawberry Ice. No, I don't see it. But she used to wear this one called Salmon Ice back in the day. And it was like in a little green tube. And I remember like in our bathroom downstairs, in our entryway, we had like a powder room. And if you open this one drawer, there were probably like 10 or 15 like tubes that were always kind of like empty, and like it was like it would like go into the, and so before we would leave the house often, she would like take a little bit and she would like put it on her cheeks and rub it in. And I'd be like, Mother, why are you putting lipstick on your cheeks? And she's like, it's like rouge, don't even worry about it. And but that's literally all the makeup that she wore. She never, like, I can remember one year, like, for Christmas, like, she didn't laugh, like, making fun of me. I can't even remember how old I was. I was, like, probably, like, 12 or 13. But she laughed kind of, like, because it was so out of, like, something that she would have done. I got her something. It might have been, like, the lipstick that she wanted or something like that. But then with it came, like, an eyeshadow palette. And so I got her like, it was like this, do you guys remember that? Like those ginormous eyeshadow palettes that used to come like, you know, with gift or something like that. And she kind of laughed because she was like, I mean, I don't use eyeshadow. Like I don't ever use, she never used eyeshadow, you know? Like maybe like when I was really young, like I can kind of remember her using like, I mean, when it was back in like the disco days and all that kind of stuff, but she never did that. Now I do remember her like when the plastic surgery eyeliner became kind of a big deal. And I remember her talking to my dad about that. And that would have been like way after they were divorced. So, cause she talked about that a lot. My mom always wanted a breast reduction because she was really, really big breasted and it was painful for her. And she always wanted, this eyeliner. It was like this tattoo because she didn't like wearing eyeliner all the time. But you know, towards the end of her life, I would say, and she painted her nails. That was one thing she did. My mom, my grandma, and my aunt all had like really nice nails. Towards the end of her life, my mom really didn't wear even like eyeliner, I don't think. I don't think she wore eyeliner. I don't think she wore lipstick. I don't think she really wore anything. Her hair always looked beautiful. She tucked it behind one ear. And then she wore a lot of, like, she would wear chapstick, things like that. Lip gloss. She liked lip gloss. Perfume and nail polish. Those were the things that she liked. She didn't get her nails done. She always did her own nails. But, you know, the other thing I remember, it was like sitting in this very room. I can remember sitting and talking to my mom one time and looking at, I remember this is when I kind of recognized, this was like the moment for me that I realized that my mom was older, is I looked down at her hands. And I always think about this a lot with people's hands. Like my hands, like I know this is going to sound strange, but like my hands still kind of look, I know when I say this, you guys will be like, Peter, why are you doing this? I mean, I never show this kind of stuff, but like my hands still look pretty youthful. I don't have a lot of wrinkles on my hands, even though I tan and things like that. I looked down at my mom's hands and I don't know how old she would have been, but it had to have been in her 50s. Because she got sober at 51 and she passed away at 64. So it had to have been somewhere in the middle of that. And I looked down at her hands and I can just remember thinking, oh my God, my mom's hands look so old. Like they're really wrinkly. I don't remember them being like that before. And so yeah, so My mom wasn't really super vain ever. She would talk about like she wanted to have her eyes done or her facelift, but she never, I don't think, would have ever really gone through that with that. She did say, you know, she would say this a lot. She would say, I can't believe that I was married to a plastic surgeon so long and I never got a breast reduction. He could have referred me to somebody. Like that was her biggest thing, was she always wanted a breast reduction because it was so painful for her. And I can remember when so there was like an Oprah, I've talked about this several times in my vlog and other channels, but there was like an Oprah where Oprah talked about the importance of getting size for the right bra, because if you do, then it lifts you up and it feels better, like when you're walking and doing things. And so my mom went and got sized. I think she got sized at Jacobs. It was Jacobson's at the time, which is now Saks. Maybe it was Nordstrom, I don't remember. But anyway, she got sized, and her whole life she had thought she was a triple D. And I'll never forget, she called me and she said, she was telling me that she got sized, and she was like, I'm so embarrassed, I can't even believe it. And I said, well, what is it? And she said, I'm a J. And I said, okay. And she said, Peter, I didn't even know that they made J's. She was like, she's like, it's like, you know. And so I remember at that time, like, it was just really humiliating. My mom always had a lot of humiliation related to her breasts. I've shared a lot of these stories on here, but when she was my mom developed very early, and so when she was 12 or 13, there were boys looking in her room while she was changing, and her stepdad found them and like went outside and he called the cops and things like that. When the police came, they questioned my mom and they said, do you wear tight sweaters to school to entice the boys? And my mom was like, if anything, I'm like pressing them down because I don't want anybody to notice them. And there was that shame always associated with when she would meet men, their eyes would immediately go to her breasts. So, you know, from the entire time that I knew my mom till I think 2 years after she got sober, my mom always wore lots of turtlenecks, lots of crew neck t-shirts. I mean, she never would wear a v-neck t-shirt with show cleavage, never. And she just always covered up. She always, like, you know, wore bras that would, like, you know. So anyway, she hated it. She hated any attention to her breasts whatsoever. And I remember when she was in her 50s, she was kind of like, I'm done trying. Like, if people want to look at my breasts, they're going to look at my breasts. I don't really care. And the thing was that my mother was also very short. She was 5 foot. And so I think for her, it was like, it was just so uncomfortable. She'd say it's so uncomfortable. She walked every day, like 5 miles. It was so uncomfortable for her to walk. And, you know, she'd say towards the end, she always wore like a jogging bra. And because I'd say, why do you always wear a jogging bra, Mom? And she'd say, because it's so comfortable. She would say it kind of like presses it all together like a uniboob. And she was like, and then, you know, she's like, if I lay in bed at night, she's like, I can't even lay on my back. She's like, because like one breast goes to one side, one breast goes to the other. And she's like, these are the things that people don't think about. She was like, but it's, you know, she's like, I wish that I had gotten a reduction and a lift because it just would have been so much more comfortable. She goes, I don't care about how it looks. She said, I wanted the comfort of it, you know? And that was like always just like one thing that she really wished that she had done in her life that she never did, you know? And you know, looking back, I have to say, as active as my mom was, I really think it would have made a huge difference. Like, I really think had she gotten a breast reduction, which in all honesty, had she reached out to my dad, because I don't think she ever did. I think she always just kind of wished upon a star. Had she reached out to my dad at any point and said, I'm serious about this, refer me to, because she would say, like, I don't know who your dad would refer me to, and then would I be uncomfortable going to this person as the ex Mrs. Monn? And I think if she had reached out to my dad and said, can you refer me to somebody? I think my dad would have referred her happily to somebody. And I think that he would have even paid for it, for her to be, you know, like happy and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know, you know, like, it makes me kind of sad that she never did that. You know, it's interesting having a father that is a reconstructive surgeon, and I don't know how much of this I've talked about or how much people know about this, but my dad's specialty was hand reconstruction. And so I would say when I got into high school was when, like, the cosmetic surgery stuff started, and he did about 50-50 after that. He was like one of the first guys in Indiana to ever do liposuction and things like that. But before that, he didn't. And the operations that my dad mainly did were hand reconstruction, things like that, like carpal tunnels, people that got their hands caught in mills, like working at factories. And I can remember my dad like taking me after church on Sundays. He did a lot of house calls to these people's houses. And I can remember my dad, you know, saying like, I can remember this one situation, I actually wrote about it for my entrance essay getting into social work program. But we went to somebody's house and my dad said, now this guy has lost his job as a result that he can't work anymore to support his family because of what happened to his hand. So when we go in there, I want you to say yes sir and no sir and be very kind. And we went into these people's house and they were so nice. And the wife was like, would you guys like to stay for dinner? And my dad was like, we would love to stay for dinner. And we sat at the table. And I don't know, it just, those were the things that like earned me a lot of respect for my dad when I was growing up, you know. My dad did a lot of cleft palate surgeries on kids when I was younger. And I would have people come up to me later when, like they would recognize my last name and they would say, is your dad so-and-so? And I would say, yeah. And they would say, your dad did my son's cleft palate, or your dad did my daughter's cleft palate when she was like a baby. And like, you know, she's been able to have this fantastic life. And, you know, tell him, you know, it just was like these, tell him that, you know, so-and-so said hi or whatever. And it just was like these unbelievable, you know, people would say things about my dad. It was really nice. And, but I can remember talking to my dad about cosmetic surgery. My dad's never had any, you know, and he takes obviously no issue with cosmetic surgery, but, and I have had Botox and all that kind of stuff. And, I feel like the people around me have had a lot of stuff. Alex, you know, is really into aesthetics and things like that. He really, you know, is interested in all of that. I had Botox twice, I think, and I will probably never have it again. I don't regret having it. The first time I had it was like 6 weeks before my wedding, and it really, truly did make a difference. The second time, maybe I had it 3 times, I don't remember, but like the second or the third time, my eyebrows started to arch a lot, and I was like, okay, I don't want that look. And I really liked that. I saw Diane Keaton on an Oprah years ago, and she talked about, Oprah asked her if she had, any plastic surgery done, and she goes, no, I really believe in aging authentically. And so I need to come up with a thumbnail. And I like that idea. My dad, I can remember asking him about cosmetic surgery. Specifically, I think we were talking about something small that somebody would have done. And he said, you know, Pete, my dad calls me Pete. He said, you know, Pete, it's interesting. He said, most of the procedures that I do, he said, you wouldn't even be able to tell a difference between on somebody. He said, but they can tell a difference. And it's really about their own confidence and their level of worth and acceptance that it's really for. And he said, but for most people, he said, you know, you can't really like, you know, with a facelift and things like that, he's like, you know, most of it you can't really tell, you know, huge difference or anything like that. So, I don't know. So you guys want to know how I put a thumbnail together? Okay. So I go in and I Google somebody's name, like today I'm doing Trisha Paytas. And so then I come up with, like, what am I gonna use? So today's story is about Trisha Paytas coming out and reporting that she has a twin, which is a joke. It's obviously all about the Parent Trap. And so then I have to figure out, so there I found one picture, and then I have to figure out which picture I am going to use. So I went in, I don't know why, this is stupid, I know, but I went in and so I found this picture of Trisha, and then I Googled Trisha Paytas brown hair. Because I'm going to put like a picture of Trisha with blonde hair and brown hair like right next to each other. Oh, my laundry's done. My outfit for tonight is ready. Do you guys remember when we didn't have a washer and a dryer and we had to go to the laundry mat? I kind of miss that sometimes. There's like the simple times that like you don't appreciate, you know? But I miss those times. Ah. There was something else Alex and I were talking about, and I was like, yeah, I really miss that too. I remember when we first started dating, we were trying to save all this money and stuff, and we would do like dates at Applebee's. And then we would like go and buy these movies at Walmart. I remember we used to buy, we were like obsessed with these things that were like these popcorn bins, like the ones you get at the movie theater, but you buy them for like 99 cents at Walmart or something like that. And then it's like you have your own popcorn at home. And then we would each get like a bin, and we would get candy and stuff like that. It was so fun. It's so funny the things that you remember. We like almost, well, Alex will sometimes watch TV in the bedroom, but like I never watch TV in the bedroom unless I'm like watching it on my phone or something like that. Okay, my thumbnail's done. Well, listen, you guys, I'm going to get off here now. So I know this is a shorter vlog than usual, but I'm going to get off here now so I can start getting this stuff done and get it ready. And I got to go put my laundry in for a couple more minutes so it's dry. And then I've got to get ready here like in 10 minutes. So gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. Tomorrow will be a longer vlog. I will show you the snow if we get any snow. So thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. You'll be changing their day, put a smile on their face, make them happier, and just, I don't know, it's a nice thing to do. And you'll be, you know, making them feel good about themselves and making them not so lonely. So there you go. And yeah, and also be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.